Me- Hey, stop. Um, Artists and writers have envisioned a parallel universe in which our contemporaries can engage in meaningful forms of freedom and creativity. And in this sense, true democracy can only exist in the imagination of art and literature. Today, I am your mirror. I am in love with you, enamorado de ti, because as my audience, you are my only salvation and source of hope. And together we can change the course of history. My hope is always located on the other side of the border or the mirror. My hope is in you, in your keyboards and your dreams and your Zoom visions waiting to be born. Yes, I want to hug you, but there is a formidable border that separates me from your body. But I talk about art as critical thought, embodied theory, not a subject or market. I talk about art as in uncompromising art practice, not as in the art world. I call my practice involuntary, imaginary activism, a performing contradiction, if you will. Contradiction is the name of my favorite lotion. I am so moody today. I feel like an existential wolf that went to sleep in the Arctic Circle and woke up on the rooftop of a Manhattan skyscraper. My peers, you are scattered all over the pinche planet. I long for my peers every night, and hopefully you long for me as well. And every now and then, when we get together, someday soon, I hope, we will lick each other's wounds and dance until the morning after like rabid kangaroos. And they will fall asleep in a circle of accidental bodies. And we will dream of a better place and a better present. In this imaginary place, we dream about artists and writers are actually needed and taken care of. We are considered essential workers. We all have a decent lowrider car and a great studio space in the bohemian hood of our choice. In this imaginary place we dream about, there is a place for everyone. Everyone has the right to live without fear of eviction, state ordered removal, deportation, displacement, and forced migration. Everyone has the right to not be perceived and treated as foreigners in our own hometown and country. Everyone has the right to cross borders with or without proper documentation, to travel wherever they please and work wherever they need to. Everyone has the right to remain in their communities and in their homes, regardless of ownership, real estate trends, or tech booms. Everyone has the right to occupy any abandoned building or empty public space for the purpose of building shelters and dwellings or simply making art without a permit. Everyone has the right to live without fear of being shot by the police, the border patrol, or citizen vigilantes. We have the right, when in mental crisis, to be treated with loving kindness and radical tenderness instead of pills, indifference, and jails. We have the right to live in the city of our choice without a militarized presence in times of war. We have the right to live strictly from our art. We have the right to live by the enigmatic laws of poetry, bohemia, traditional knowledge, and quantum physics, and not to be perceived as a menace to society. We have the right to speak up in public spaces and gather in public spaces without suffering broken bones, bruised ribs, and degradation at the hands of those who disagree with us or at the hands of the state. We have the right to access dignified universal health care and medication when needed without fear of economic hardship or deportation. We have the right to party, to celebrate life throughout the night until the morning in both private and public spaces without being considered noise terrorists or suspicious neighbors. Everyone has the right to be economically unproductive and still have their basic human dignity and rights protected by the law. Everyone has the right to disrupt business as usual without punishment, to ensure the safety of our food, water, sanity, and air. And most importantly, everyone has the right to deny the sovereignty, legitimacy, and authority of any institution or entity that does not abide by the Declaration of Human Rights, even if only in the realm of the imaginary. And postscript, remember Lokex? Artists are also essential workers, and we're in the front line as well. A different front line, but equally important.